Peace and power. What's going on, everyone? Good afternoon. This is Nelson with V1 Tarot and Astrology, here today with another card of the day for you. Now, real quick, I want to go ahead and do my disclaimer. I do use the Prism of Visions Tarot deck, which is not going to look the same as the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. However, all the card structure, meanings, interpretations are going to be the same, so it's just going to look different. Now, that being said, we have on the table today the Page of Wands. All right now. So before we get into this card, let's go ahead and just talk a bit about the Wand suit. When we deal with the Wand suit, the element that we're going to be dealing with is going to be fire energy, and how that translates to us, our daily lives, how we live, is going to be our creative energy, our passions, our spiritual energy as well, our ambitions, our drive. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into this imagery just a bit. We see a young figure. Now with page energy, we're going to be usually dealing with a young person, someone in adolescence or teenage years. So we're seeing a young person and they are being wrapped up in this energy that we see emanating from this tree, which in this case will be, I guess, symbolic of the Wand's energy. So we see this energy just swirling around them, and they are just, it seems to be leaning into it a bit or being taken over by it, allowing themselves to succumb to it. They don't really seem to be fighting very much. They seem to just be letting things happen. So that being the case, let's go ahead and get into the upright meanings. Now, with the upright Page of Wands, we're going to be thinking about adventure. We're going to be looking at someone who's very outgoing and very excitable, very bold, very brazen, very courageous. We are looking at someone who wants to seize the day. Carpe diem energy is what we're kind of dealing with when we have the Page of Wands. Youthful energy, as I was saying, we're dealing with someone very young a lot of times when we're dealing with this energy, or at least that energy, not necessarily a young person, but youthful energy. So we are, kind of like that, what SpongeBob wakes up with every day. I'm ready. Just, wanting to attack the day and take from it whatever you can, see what's out there and just enjoy and experience. These are new ideas, new passions, things more toward the beginning of their path, creative process, things like that. When you're dealing with the court cards, as far as the page, the knight, and the queen or king, usually the page is going to be toward the beginning of the journey. It's going to be someone with wide eyes looking toward what they are about to encounter. Now, if we were to take this and, of course, reverse it, we are dealing with someone who can be kind of petulant, since we're dealing with youthful energy, it can be kind of childish, someone who may be prone to temper tantrums or impatience, someone who just wants to get it done right now, someone really hasty, someone who doesn't have a lot of understanding for the patience of the process. They just want something to happen. And this can usually incite a lot of confusing energy, things like that. So that's what we're dealing with whenever we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Someone who is very childish, someone who just, wants it all right now, instant gratification or die. This can also be laziness, someone who's considered unreliable, someone who isn't really motivated, or they're kind of uninspired, unimaginative, they don't really look forward too much. They're just kind of there. So yes. Relatively short one, pretty straightforward interpretation with the Page of Wands today, but that will be all I have on that one. So I would like to thank you, everyone who has watched all the way to the end of the video. If you liked, learned anything from, appreciated the video, go ahead and please like, subscribe, share all the wonderful and helpful things to support the channel. I appreciate that so very much. And if you would like to book a reading, please check out my website, which will be in the description. Also got the New Year's bundle still rocking and rolling until January 7th. All things being considered, thank you all so much. I hope you continue to have a beautiful and blessed day. This has been Nelson with V1 Tarot and Astrology. Peace and power.